5, a South Florida fire department mourns a fallen brother.
It's not fair. Not a soul like him. A soul like him is such a good, honest, happy soul. So yes, God, I hope they find out what happened and they bring justice.
Tonight, new questions after a Coral Springs firefighter is found dead. The last time anyone saw 39-year-old Christopher Randazzo alive was when he was leaving the Aruba Beach Cafe over the weekend.
Hours later, his body was found, and investigators say his death was no accident. CBS 4's Peter Dench is live with how fellow firefighters honored him today. Peter.
Well, Lauren, those firefighters honored him as his coffin was taken to the funeral home. BSO investigators are not saying how the firefighter paramedic was killed, but they do say they are actively working this case. In fact, we did see one detective this afternoon at the cafe where he was last seen in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea. From Chopper 4, we see firefighters lined up as the flag-draped coffin of Christopher Randazzo is escorted from the Broward Medical Examiner's office to a funeral home in North Lauderdale. Liz Gale was a close friend of the 39-year-old Coral Springs firefighter paramedic and is near tears when speaking about him.
Well, not even knowing what happened to him, just knowing that he's no longer here, but knowing nothing about what happened to him. They're not talking about anything yet. They're not saying how or why. A robbery, a jealous friend, a jealous boyfriend.
Randazzo's body was discovered just before 6 Saturday morning by the Southern Seas on the Ocean Resort in Lauderdale-By-The-Sea, just several blocks north of the Aruba Beach Cafe and Commercial Boulevard. BSO says that's where Randazzo was off duty and was last seen at 1 in the morning, a place where he had bartended for years.
I just knew him as a safe place to come, as a single woman, to have a drink at the beach, at the bar, and not have to worry about anything. Because the last year and a half, I've been fighting breast cancer. So here I am fighting, and here he is living, and he's gone, and I'm here. And it's so sad. He's such a great person.
Edward Cummings was Randazzo's next-door neighbor and longtime friend.
I wrote the letter of recommendation to get him on the fire department. He was the greatest guy in the world. I mean, there was nothing he wouldn't do for me as my next door neighbor. He was the greatest neighbor. Took my stuff in when the hurricane came when I was out of town.
BSO has released this flyer asking for the public's help in this case as investigators look for leads and surveillance tape at and near the Aruba Beach Cafe.
I mean, it's not fair. Not a soul like him. A soul like him is such a good, honest, happy soul. So yes, God, I hope they find out what happened and they bring justice.
Now, BSO investigators have not said if they have either a motive or a suspect or even a description to release of that person. They are looking for witnesses to come forward. If you can help, call BSO or Broward Crime Stoppers at 954-493-TIPS. There is a reward of up to $3,000. We're live at BSO headquarters. Peter Dench, CBS 4 News.
Peter, thank you. And there will be a viewing for Christopher Randazzo on Wednesday at 6 p.m. at the Serenity Funeral Home in North Lauderdale, followed by a service at the Fort Lauderdale Marriott Coral Springs Convention Center Thursday. Randazzo will then be laid to rest with firefighter honors immediately following the service at the Forest Lawn Funeral Home.